Dear viewers, always remember that the winning horse is the blue-eyed of the owner. I am your host Muhammad Asif Jaja and you are watching my YouTube channel ETV 786. We are learning the basic concepts of accounting through this channel, and this is lesson number 10, which title is Balance Sheet. We will learn through this lesson the balance sheet. What is the balance sheet? A balance sheet is a financial statement that reports a company's assets, liabilities, and shareholders' equity for a specific accounting period, and provides a basis for computing rates of return and evaluating its capital structure, debt, and equity used by the company to finance its overall operation and growth. It provides a snapshot of what a company owns and owes, as well as the amount invested by the shareholders. The balance sheet is used alongside other important financial statements such as the income statement and statement of cash flow in conducting fundamental analysis or calculating financial ratios. Accounting equation. Most balance sheets are arranged according to the accounting equation as assets is equal to liabilities plus shareholders' equity. The equation above includes three categories of value which must be accounted for. Number one, the assets. An asset is anything a company owns which holds some amount of quantifiable value, meaning that it could be liquidated and turned into cash. They are the goods and resources owned by the company. Assets can be further broken down into current assets and non-current assets. Current assets are typically what a company expects to convert into cash within a year's time, such as cash and cash equivalents, prepaid expenses, inventory, marketable securities, and accounts receivable, etc. Non-current assets are long-term investments that a company does not expect to convert into cash in the short run, such as land, equipment, patents, trademarks, and property, etc. Liabilities. A liability is anything a company or organization owes to a debtor. This may refer to payroll expense, rent and utility payments, debt payments, money owed to suppliers, taxes, or bonds payable. As with assets, liability can be classified as either current liabilities or non-current liabilities. Current liabilities are typically those due within 1 year, which may include accounts payable and other accrued expenses. Non-current liabilities are typically those that a company does not expect to repay within 1 year. They are usually long-term obligations such as leases, bonds payable, or loans. Owners or shareholder equity. Shareholder equity or owner equity refers generally to the net worth of the company and reflects the amount of money that would be left over if all assets were sold and liabilities paid. Shareholders' equity belongs to the shareholders whether they be private or public owners. Just as assets must equal liabilities plus shareholders' equity, shareholder equity can be depicted by this equation as shareholders' equity is equal to assets minus liabilities. Does a balance sheet always balance? A balance sheet should always balance. The name itself comes from the fact that a company's assets will equal its liabilities plus any shareholder's equity that has been issued. If you find that your balance sheet is not truly balancing, it may be caused by one of these reasons: incomplete or misplaced data represented in the balance sheet, incorrectly entered transactions in the books of accounts, errors in the currency exchange rates, errors in the inventory, miscalculation of equity, miscalculation of amortization or depreciation, etc. How to prepare a basic balance sheet? Following are the steps to create a basic balance sheet for your organization. Even if some or all of the process is automated through the use of an accounting system or software, understanding how a balance sheet is prepared will enable you to spot potential errors so that they can be resolved before they cause lasting damage. Determine the reporting date and period. A balance sheet is meant to depict the total assets, liabilities, and shareholders' equity of a company on a specific date, typically referred to as the reporting date. Often the reporting date will be the final day of the reporting period. Identify your assets. After you have identified your reporting date and period, you will need to tally your assets as of that date. Assets will often be split into the following line items: current assets such as cash and cash equivalents, short-term marketable securities, account receivables, inventory, other current assets. Non-current assets like long-term marketable securities, property, goodwill, intangible assets, other non-current assets. Then identify your liabilities. Similarly, you will need to identify your liabilities. Again, these should be organized into both line items and totals as below. Current liabilities such as accounts payable, accrued expenses, deferred revenue, current portion of long-term debt, other current liabilities. Non-current liabilities: deferred revenue, non-current, long-term lease obligations, long-term debt, other non-current liabilities. Calculate the shareholders' equity. If a company or organization is privately held by a single owner, then shareholders' equity will generally be pretty straightforward. If it's publicly held, this calculation may become more complicated depending on the various types of stock issued, such as common line items found in this section of the balance sheet includes common stock, preferred stock, and treasury stock. Retained earnings. Add total liabilities to total shareholder equity and compare to assets. The difference should be equal to retained earning out of profit earned for the year. To ensure that the balance sheet is balanced, it will be necessary to compare total assets against total liabilities plus equity. To do this, you will need to add liabilities and shareholders' equity together. If you have found that the balance sheet does not balance, there is likely a problem with some of the accounting data you have relied on. Double check that all of your entries are in fact correct and accurate. You may have omitted or duplicated assets, liabilities, or equity, or miscalculated your totals. Here is an example of a finished balance sheet. On the top, the name of the company who is making this statement, then the name of the statement, and then the period of the statement. The columns usually a balance sheet have are the description, note column, that is very important column, and the amount column. Here in this illustration, we have used the accounts under the head of owner's equity, capital or owner equity, retained earning, non-controlling interest. Thus, a total equity comes out. Non-current liabilities are long-term bank loan, post-retirement benefit reserve, deferred tax liability, other long-term obligations. Current liabilities refers notes and loans payable, accounts payable, accrued liability, tax payable. The aggregate of the liabilities and owner equity are being totaled, which comes to rupees 1,320,352,474. Property and assets. Non-current assets, tangible fixed assets, investments, long-term receivables and other assets net. Current assets reflects the advances and prepayments, cash and bank balances, account receivable, inventory. The aggregate of the assets is 1,320,392,474, which is equal to the aggregate of liabilities and owner equity. The note column, which I stated that is very important, which refers the detail of individual account mentioned in the balance sheet and is a part of the financial statements. Thank you for watching my YouTube channel ETV786. Please like, share the videos and subscribe the channel. Bye bye.